If you've missed a mortgage payment or you're worried you may miss one soon, you're probably experiencing something that thousands of homeowners experience every year: stress, uncertainty, and a lot of questions. What happens next? How much time do I have? Will the bank start foreclosure immediately? Can I catch up? What options do I have? The good news is that one missed payment does not automatically mean you're going to lose your home, but what you do next matters. And in many cases, the biggest mistake homeowners make is not the missed payment itself. It's waiting too long to address it. Nevada Strategic Property Group is a collaborative team serving Northern Nevada, including Skip Benton, Toni Taylor, and Savannah Lee with Coldwell Banker Select Real Estate, along with Angie Salcido with Premier Credit Solutions. We focus on helping homeowners understand their options before situations become urgent, because when you understand your position early, you usually have more flexibility. Let's start with what happens after a missed payment. Most homeowners imagine that the bank immediately starts foreclosure proceedings. That isn't usually what happens. Typically, the lender begins with notices, phone calls, emails, and attempts to communicate. At first, the goal is simple. The lender wants to know what happened. From the lender's perspective, communication is important, and from the homeowner's perspective, communication is equally important. One of the biggest mistakes people make is avoiding the lender entirely. They stop answering calls, ignore letters, and hope the problem somehow fixes itself. Unfortunately, ignoring the situation rarely improves it. Missing one payment is very different than missing several payments. A single missed payment may be recoverable relatively quickly. 3 missed payments create a much different situation. 6 missed payments create even greater challenges. That's why timing matters. The earlier you address the issue, the more options are typically available. Now, let's talk about why people fall behind. Sometimes it's obvious: loss of income, job changes, medical expenses, divorce, or unexpected emergencies. But sometimes it's less dramatic. Expenses simply increase over time. Insurance goes up, property taxes increase, and everyday living costs continue rising until there isn't enough room left in the budget. Let's discuss the emotional side, because this part is real. Many homeowners feel embarrassed when they fall behind. They feel like they've failed. They feel like they're the only ones dealing with it. But the reality is very different. Financial setbacks happen. Life changes happen. Unexpected events happen. The important thing is understanding how to respond. Now let's talk about the first thing homeowners should do after a missed payment. Get clear about the numbers. How many payments are behind? What is the total amount needed to catch up? What does your current financial situation actually look like? Can the issue be resolved with budgeting changes, or is the situation larger than that? Now let's talk about options, because this is where many homeowners assume there are none. Depending on the situation, homeowners may explore repayment plans, loan modifications, forbearance programs, refinancing in certain situations, selling the property, or potentially a short sale. The point is that options usually exist, but identifying them early is important. Let's talk about the danger of waiting. Every month that passes typically increases the amount needed to resolve the situation. The balance grows, late fees may accumulate, stress increases, and flexibility often decreases. That's why homeowners who act early usually have more choices available than homeowners who wait until the last possible moment. Now let's talk about foreclosure, because that's usually the biggest fear. Many homeowners believe that once they miss a payment, foreclosure is inevitable. That's not necessarily true. Foreclosure is a process. It takes time. There are steps, notices, and often opportunities to address the situation before reaching that point. Let's discuss the value of the home. Many homeowners focus entirely on the missed payments, but sometimes the equity position is equally important. If the property has substantial equity, that may create additional opportunities. If there is little or no equity, other options may need to be explored. Understanding both the mortgage situation and the property value is important. Now let's talk about control, because this is really what we're discussing. When homeowners understand their situation early, they maintain more control. They can evaluate options, compare outcomes, and make strategic decisions. When they wait too long, decisions often become reactive. Reactive decisions rarely create the best outcomes. If you've missed a payment, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Understand the numbers, communicate, evaluate your options, and get clarity about your position. Most people don't want pressure or judgment. They want a clear understanding of where they stand and what path creates the strongest outcome moving forward. If you're not sure where to begin, start there. Get clarity, understand the situation, and make decisions based on information rather than fear.